It's time for another Intro Maker site update. I've got 4 things on the agenda for today. First, I'm going to go through a couple of small minor site updates that I ran through in the last month. And then I'm going to go through a coupon to say thank you for getting to 500 subscribers. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about what I want to play with YouTube and what I'm working on, kind of off channel. And then we'll end with the 10 new video templates for this month. This is the intromaker.com homepage, and I'm going to start up here with the categories dropdown. So all these are old except for this new quotes category. I just started adding this template type a month or two ago, and I've already got maybe, 10 or 11 of these. Most of these are more like just long paragraphs of existing templates, but as I start adding more custom-built quote templates with headshots and sort of attribution slots, this is where they'll live. The second minor update is way down here in the footer. These articles have been here for 3 or 4 years now. Some of them are getting a little old. These two I wanted to get rid of, but I didn't want to just drop them from the site entirely. I used to not be able to download videos on iPhone, and I would get 3 or 4 emails a month of people on iPhones asking how to download their videos. I think in iOS 11, you can just long press on a video and save it to your camera roll now. It was always easy on Android, but I felt like if I had to have iPhone on here, I had to have Android on here. Those aren't really needed anymore, so I dropped those off and replaced them with 2 new articles from my SEO team. Pretty happy with these articles. They're pretty long. They're pretty basic. I'm not exactly a YouTube expert myself, so I think these are kind of at the level of I'm new, I'm figuring it out, but this is kind of what I've researched as well. And then the last feature will be this. Let's grab a logo template. Probably get 1 or 2 emails a month of people asking why the Intro Maker logo is still in their final video. I mean, these are people who obviously didn't wait for the final render. They just ordered and wanted it as soon as possible. The way the Intro Maker template engine works is all of these images live in a file, and this is the placeholder image. And when you upload a new image, it's going to replace this image in the file. So if you don't upload anything, the placeholder stays. I could fix that. I could just make it so that placeholders go away, but there's actually a handful of templates that have backgrounds that you would actually be upset if they disappeared. So I need to go back through all the templates at some point and mark which ones are purely placeholders and which ones are optional placeholders. But for now, I just added this remove image button. So it'll actually just use the same feature that this one does. So you could have always just, made an image with no text and it would have made an empty image to submit. But that's not obvious. I don't know if anybody ever figured that out, so I just added this button to remove the image. I could make this a little snazzier and get rid of this stuff, but this will get the job done. And then this can be submitted, and it would render just without that logo in place. I was super close at the end of last month to hitting 500 subscribers, and putting out the call to action in the newsletter seems to have done a good thing, and it pushed me right over that. Now I'm at 519. So to say thank you, I'm going to put a coupon up for the entire month of October. This is the coupon that'll knock 50% off any single renders. I don't have coupons set up to work with subscriptions yet, but if you're buying individual renders, throw that on there. You can knock 50% off for the month of October. And if you don't know how to claim a coupon on intromaker.com, you just sign in and go to your account settings, and then there's a box in here for coupons. Just throw that in there. It'll show up confirming that it's on there, and then when you go to check out, it'll apply that discount. And the last section is kind of unstructured. I don't have a great plan for what I'm going to talk about here, but just what do I want to accomplish with having these talking head YouTube walkthroughs, video walkthroughs, website walkthroughs. I'd like to learn how to use YouTube better, just because even the production practice of making these simple videos, I use more of my templates, I use more of my tools, I get a better sense for what my customers are doing, and I feel like that's just a healthy thing for me. The thing I don't like about it, and I haven't really figured out yet, is making these videos is a lot of work. I mean, even just with a talking head and a couple scenes in OBS that I can swap back and forth in between. Cutting these things together takes a couple hours. A lot of the work I've done with IntroMaker over the last few years is figuring out how to take these repetitive tasks that I'm doing every month and really automate them and make them go super fast. So that's something I might make some videos about. I used to post a bunch of dollars and cents, kind of like behind the scenes, how much is the site making, that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's appropriate for the IntroMaker channel. That might be something I put on my personal channel. If I start another personal channel, it's kind of a graveyard at this point. Um, kind of interested in making some Beat Saber, VR, Ragnarok videos, learning how to use motion tracking, some of the VR stuff that's coming up. Right now, though, I'm just kind of playing with the tools. We'll see where it gets me. The thing that I'm kind of leery of doing a video like this every month for IntroMaker is that's adding work to operating the site. And it kind of runs counter to everything that I've been working on the last few years, which is to automate as much as I can. So if I ever go to sell the site, a new buyer is not going to want to step in and spend 10 hours a month making new videos. If I tell them, hey, it takes 20-25 hours a month to run the site and another 25 hours to make a video, obviously they're just going to drop that right away. So it's not really adding any value. So that's kind of the thing I'm deciding about right now is if I'm going to make videos, should I just go ahead and start my own channel or keep making videos for IntroMaker?